Hello and welcome back everyone to French Bread Plays Dragon's Crown. Amazon Solo Challenge. Yep, I'm still not getting around to thinking of a good name for this thing. Anyway, now that we have Tiki on our side, we will never have a good drink again because she has utterly defiled it. So, in between episodes, I picked up the next request we had waiting for us, which was the Reclamation of Honor. The Hero Javelin's famed sword would be the crowning object in any knight's collection. However, a lesser-known relic of Javelin's lies in the subterranean fortress. It is said that a noblewoman Javelin loved gave him a handkerchief before the famous battle against the orcs that claimed his life. That noblewoman wept away the rest of her days, dismayed that Javelin was unable to fill his promise to return her favor. Any loyal soldier of Highland would move mountains in order to reclaim the handkerchief from those filthy pigs. That's some pretty strong language there, but I suppose that's no surprise. I have gone and retrieved that handkerchief. Apparently it was really easy. I'm thinking maybe just nobody really tried.
May they rest in peace.
Hey, a defense tonic. And forgotten camel boots. I'm sure both of those things will be sold immediately. Alright. Let's go turn in our side quest.
A ragged old man slumped in the road calls out to you in a gravelly voice. His raspy voice makes it difficult for you to discern if he's even speaking your language. You can give him a coin if you feel pity for him. Of course, you're free to walk away as well. He doesn't even acknowledge the coin. Imagine a night in. He mutters over and over. You probably won't be able to communicate with him, no matter how long you strain your concentration.
So, let's hold on. Okay, she's not going to talk. We've changed our narrator for this episode to the elf. Just holding true to my promise that we're going to go through every narrator and then probably just turn it off. But we also have that new event that's going to assault us every time we leave the...
What would you like?
Let's get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Every time we leave the temple now, that beggar's going to be there to basically, that's terrible. Those are absolutely terrible. To ramble at us. Meh. And giving him the coin, not giving him the coin. Spoilers, it's super irrelevant and has nothing to do with anything. He's just a kind of foreshadowing, I suppose, for stuff we are going to encounter in the future. But enough of that. Let's get out of here. And get our reward art.
Welcome back.
Javelin the Hero. Javelin's handkerchief was returned to the woman intact, thus honoring the last promise he made. An oft-decorated knight commander, Javelin is a hero who, with his prized horse and trusty weapon, rode out into the front lines with his knights and won 100 battles against the orc army. He died in the battle at Gargoyle Gate, but his work in boosting the morale of Highland's army will be spoken of in the legends for generations to come. That's a bit of foreshadowing in its own way, actually. Whoops. I don't know why I just walked out of there. Clearly I want to learn skills. Let's see. Can't do anything with Deadly Revolution. We cannot upgrade Punisher. We can upgrade our Berserk, and we are going to do so. We can upgrade Adrenaline, but I'm going to wait on that for a moment. Oh, I forgot to equip Incite Rage. That's also something we have to work on. Iron Will. Ignores knockback temporarily in exchange for HP and only take 10 damage from all attacks. It's another usable item thing. Definitely has its place, I suppose, but I'm going to put off doing that because we're already going to want to be using War Paint and Incite Rage, so yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let's see. Okay, we definitely want to pick up Evasion, which, as it says right there, increases the number of times you can evade in a row. It's just a nice thing to have for us going forward. I'm tempted to increase... You know what? I am going to increase Nutritionist because I have even taken my health potions off, so I want food to work a little bit more for me. Adrenaline can wait. Ideally, we don't ever get to that point. Which reminds me, let's replace our most useless item, probably this bracelet at the moment, for Incite Rage. And for a shortcut, why is that not letting me assign a shortcut? Huh, weird. Okay, so now we got Incite Rage and War Paint. Yeah, it looks like the Rage actually lasts for a decent amount of time, all things considered.
You report everything you learn to Count Dean. Unfortunately, you also mention the hero's legendary sword. Naturally, he demands the great sword. But at least he's in a good mood now. He thought you'd just flee, but you didn't. It seems that he thinks much more highly of you now. Dean confides in you some of the problems in the castle. Once the king went missing, the Prime Minister began recommending the Archduke McNeil of Bolga to the throne. Bolga is an aggressive nation to the north. McNeil is related to the King of Hydeland and has a legal claim to the throne. Count Dean claims that McNeil has been rallying nobles in Hydeland to support his claim to the throne. That's why Dean hired Tommet to steal the scepter. He says that Tommet is extremely trustworthy, so long as he is paid. Suddenly, the Prime Minister and the Princess appear. It seems you were being watched. The Count glowers and departs. The Prime Minister warns you not to involve yourself any further. The Princess, as usual, looks back with blank eyes. Since you completed the job at the castle, you return to the Adventurers Guild to tell them what transpired. Roland also happens to be here to report on a job. However, Samuel is not here. Roland is waiting for him to return. Roland thinks that he just missed him, and asks you to track down the Guildmaster and bring him back. You look for Samuel, the Guildmaster. He should be somewhere in town.
Wandering one.
A giant man in armor finishes his prayers and turns around. His pensive expression quickly turns fierce as he sees you. He tells you he was praying because he has sent many friends to look for the king, but they haven't found the slightest clue. When you ask to help, Samuel just nods and hands you a request form. It's the same request the temple gave you. In a remote region, marriageable girls are disappearing one by one. The Catacombs are believed to be linked somehow.
think we already got. Yeah, we already received the Adventurer's Boon. So,
As
let's...
you leave the temple,
Yeah, okay.
a ragged
Yep.
old...
See, like I said, we're going to be assaulted with this each time. He'll never get another cent. And
To
we
solve
move
the
on.
mystery of the disappearances, you head to the catacombs where the villagers fear to tread.
And on to our next quest. Kind of an interesting one, I guess. This one mixes up the formula a little bit. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Catacombs of the Dead. Combs or combs?
In the catacombs, stark white bones are strewn about the ground as far as the eye can see.
See,
The sheer number of the deceased is the only indication left of this area's former prosperity.
alright. Now that she's done chatting, it must be said, the Catacombs is home to some very irritating enemies. The least of which, or not the least of which I should say, being these zombies who have kind of like a grab attack that will just stop you dead in your tracks and get you stuck in a grab animation. Whoopsie. These guys aren't very fun either because they always explode and release all these gross maggots. The maggots, I believe, die after a short period of time no matter what, but they're still irritating. Yep. That's that grab attack. We'll just do our best to stay out of its way. Randy, our
It's my
advanced
turn.
guard.
Simple.
See, we'll live with it. See, their skeletons are having fun parrying with their shields. It's always funny how skeletons seem to be so much smarter than zombies, even though they really have no right to be. Given that their state of decay is, I would say, much more severe.
A strange knight stumbles out of the darkness towards you. You surmise that he is not of this world. The knight is
Yeah,
muttering
no
to
kidding.
himself as if in a daze. If I end my own life, they can no longer sacrifice me. When you move closer, the knight extends his hand. He's holding a scroll. When you accept it, the knight disappears.
The Latin there, I've been over this with my friends. We had to check it out because it was always bugging us. The Latin there means an honest death over I believe, a dishonest life, basically. If I'm recalling
The
right.
path ahead of you is connected to the ruins of the castle colloquially called the Castle of the Dead. In olden times, whenever a girl disappeared, the locals would say she'd been called to the Castle of the Dead.
Well, I'm sure that's very convenient for the locals. There's the grab. Even zombies want a piece of that. You know what I mean.
Filthy Luca.
I was just
Oh, I
thinking
can do that.
of applicable Archer quote.
Yes.
They're dead, but nobody's that dead. If you get what I mean, great. If you don't worry about it. Alright, so we snuck up from below.
Because ghosts are incorporeal, they are completely immune to physical attacks. Their weakness is light. Torchlight will drive them off.
We don't even really have to attack these guys either. But we have no respect for ghosts, so we'll attack them. Honestly, I don't know why ghosts exist. What's the point? There's such a
Let's see.
If the way to beat them is to hold a torch and not do anything, it's like that adds virtually nothing to the experience. I'm gonna stay a little mobile so that these guys can't parry us effectively. And it's funny, once they have no heads, they kind of attack just randomly almost. Open the door,
It's
Randy.
my turn.
And here, we're about to encounter the optional
Oh, yeah.
objective of this area. Let's pick this up.
Can somebody help me? You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
Yep, escort quest. We have to do our very best to make sure these village girls don't meet a terrible end.
Let's see. Voila.
Which, they're not very smart village girls, so it's entirely possible
You
for them to
saved
meet
a
that
village
end.
girl. You must protect her now.
Believe? Huh. I guess not. I thought we'd be ambushed on our way back. So we want to be a little careful here, do this spike trap. And the answer is just to change screens as quick as possible. Here, on the other hand, use our machine gun crossbow. Because these spiders are assholes. Not just on what plane... Not just on what plane we're attacking on, but also because they seem to like deliberately go after the chicks. And what the hell? It's like it's... I don't really think any other enemy really does that besides maybe one of the last ones, but It's like they... Well, maybe it's less that the enemies are going after them, and more that they practically situate themselves next to the enemies. Ranny, being of absolutely no help here.
Enemies.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Alright. Here, we've got traps. We have to kind of gently lead them through the traps.
Let's see. Done. Oh my.
Okay. Oh, no, please don't. Okay. See what I mean? These girls are hard to take care of.
Come at.
Yeah, we'll wait till that spider over here shows up. Not much we can do about that. Oh, it's atomic. Please stay away, girls. Please. Oh, for the love of Christ. You have to understand, I'd love for you to survive, but I'm getting that treasure. That means you guys have to eat a few
my
bombs.
turn.
That's what it means.
Voila. Filthy Luca.
You do not have good odds.
Done.
Sorry to say.
The vampire smirks and flies away. You saved a village girl. Thank you. You must protect her now.
Well, now we know what's been happening to the village girls. Curious how a human skull is worth more than like a silver gem-encrusted bangle. Alright, here we go, folks. Boss of this area.
Protect the village.
The filthy
If she
vampires
is bitten by the others, she will become a vampire as well.
who are gonna do their best to mess with the village girls we are trying to defend. Like so. have to do what we can to keep them off the girls. Oh, I am about to lose my life, but no matter. I think we'll pull it off just the same. Alright, not bad. Not great, not bad.
The kidnapped girls had been turned. They are now vampires, attacking other people. You utter a silent prayer, hoping that you
Crap
have slain
treasure,
the
though.
last vampire.
By the way, that line about the girls being turned, it refers to the vampires we just fought, not the ones we saved. I know it's vague. It's not like some impossible requirement where like you can't even let them take any damage or anything like that. No, we did as good as we could.
The bloody scroll that the Ghost Knight had given you.
Alright, spoils. Screw this thing. We'll entertain this. Oops, not this one. Not this. Certainly not that. Well, I'll give these a look. And these do us no good. These I don't think I like either, to be honest. So I'll take these two axes and compare with what we already have. See what comes out on top.
You have unraveled the mystery of the village girls' disappearances. Obtain your reward at the guild.
See, 10 to 33. With stun chance plus 13%. Counter with ice 12% chance. Sorry. And I just noticed the numbers. We're going with this. I don't care. 26 to 31. This is the equipment for us right now. And the rest of it can sawed off. Not bad looking anyway. Alright, y'all. I'm experimenting with a little something different this time. We're not going to try and make the episode conform to any particular time limit. I'm going to start experimenting with just one episode, one story quest, and we'll go from there. I know that translates to somewhat shorter episodes, so I might do something like 2 Dragon's Crown episodes a week. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it goes. But for now, hope you enjoyed watching. Look forward to you coming back again. And as always, peace.